Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Naya and I live in Myanmar, in Yangon, living and working as an expat, and I'm sharing my journey with all of you guys. So today I thought it'd be really good to do a video about the cost of living for me in a day. This is going to be based on a weekend day because during the week I really don't do many activities because I literally just stay home and work and I just eat. But on the weekend I do a few more activities here and there, and maybe sometimes I'll have the chance to eat out, but I wanted to kind of do an assessment based on food and activities and because it's mainly what I do here because I don't go shopping because there's nowhere to shop. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of an insight to how much I spend in a day. Today is a Sunday. And we are still in lockdown, so not many places to go or events on, which means that we are spending less money, but I'm going to break this down into what I'm going to do, but then I'll also offer maybe a lower or a medium or a high price, whichever one I'm doing. I might be doing a low, medium, or high, but I'll offer the other two alternatives of how much you can spend, just as a comparison. So let's jump straight into it. Let's go. All right, so breakfast time. Usually for breakfast on a weekday or sometimes on the weekend, I will just have yogurt, and I will have muesli. So yogurt and muesli. I'm actually trying this yogurt new. It's actually more expensive than the usual one I get. The usual one I get is about 13,000 chat. This one's about 15,800, and the muesli as a whole pack, it's 9,000, about that. So it is on the pricier side, but what I think is, and this is my theory, is that this takes me about 3 weeks to get through. So if we divide it by 21 days, it's about 1,000 chat every day for breakfast, which I think is very reasonable. It's better than going out and spending 3,000, 5,000 chat every day for breakfast in the morning. So I think it's more reasonable, and that's what I eat every day. It's a really good routine. But today is Sunday. The fridge is beeping, so we've got to get out of here. But today is Sunday, so I'm making something different. So I'm making souffle pancakes. I'm making them at home, so the ingredients won't be as expensive as going out to eat. And I like baking and cooking, so I'd rather make it at home. So let's work out the pricing for our souffle pancakes. So we've got eggs, baking powder, sugar, milk, and cake flour. So all up, it's not going to cost us much to make this. My estimate is that it's going to be just for the base, just for the pancakes, it'll be about 2,000 chat for 2 people. So souffle pancake time. Okay, so our souffle pancakes are ready for nomming. So our additional toppings are yogurt, honey, jam, and kiwi fruit. So I think the base price probably for these pancakes is 2,000 to make it, and then probably the toppings maybe another 1,000-ish combined for 2 people. So I'm going to estimate it at around about 3,000 for 2 people, which is significantly cheaper than going to a restaurant or a cafe and ordering pancakes, because it'll probably be around about a base of 5,000. Hotel will definitely be more expensive, maybe 10,000 and above. So I'm happy with it, and it's pretty much lunch and breakfast, so it's brunch because it's pretty late now. But yeah. Also, on a quick review on our souffle pancakes, very nice, really light, even if they didn't have heaps of height, really nice and fluffy. Alex agrees. So tasty. Why would you want to go out and eat when you can make a low cost lasagna to yourself and eat it for 5 days? Just love it. marketplace now, but as you can see, it's busy like normal. All the stores are open in Myanmar Plaza. Can't eat there, but it's all open. Okay, time to shop. Just got back from our grocery shop and I just wanted to go through with you guys, show you briefly what we bought and how much it cost. So when we go to the grocery store, we go to Marketplace, which is the closest one for us is in Myanmar Plaza. We go there because it's convenient and because we were a little bit lazy to like look for somewhere else to shop consistently, but personally it has everything that we need. Sometimes we will go to ProMart for certain things, like the meat sometimes a bit better ProMart, and then wet markets I always really want to go, but obviously now it's not a great time to go, and I am a bit concerned sometimes of the hygiene of the wet markets, but I know if you go early maybe it'll be better. So City Mart and Marketplace, like I think Marketplace is a bit more expensive than City Mart, but they have a really good variety, and obviously like they're the most dominant supermarket here. Another great place to shop is Metro. Metro is like probably a little bit of a higher end option, but they have some pretty good deals and pretty good produce sourced locally and internationally. City Mart is the best, like I think middle venture, and also like kind of high end depending on which one you go to. I know that if you go to the one in like Damazetti, it's got some more other expensive, more exclusive items, so it really depends on what you want. Also, we just started getting into City Rewards, and we get rewards now, and we get like little benefits every time we buy. We get points, and then that accumulates, and we can like purchase things with it. So I'm excited to see what we can purchase. But for us, we shop at Marketplace, and we'll have a look at what we bought now. Alright, our spend at the supermarket was 36,459 chats, and we bought all of this. So this is our produce for the week, all that we need, so for dinner, and usually our dinners end up being our lunches as well. So the most expensive things we bought were this mustards for tonight's dinner, which were pretty expensive, but everything else was very reasonably priced. So 36,000 chat is about $36 Australian, which is about $25 US, which means, breaking that down, like that's pretty reasonable for breakfast, for lunch and dinner, for Monday to Thursday. Very reasonable, very happy with that. It's good because like once you build like the foundation sauces and like different ingredients in your kitchen, and buying the little extra commodities, it's not that expensive, so it's very good. So yeah, that's our weekly shop done, and very reasonable. Alright, I'm gonna prepare our dinner now. Let's see if you guys can guess in the comments below what it is. Alright, it's time for us to do an activity. So recently Alex and I decided to invest in some sports gear. So we bought some badminton rackets. We bought badminton rackets because I feel like you can play badminton anywhere. Like you can just go and play at the park randomly. You don't really necessarily need a net. You can just hit it back and forth, which is really fun. So we went to a sports store in downtown. It's called Super Sports Centre Store. It's on Anawatha Road in Mahambudula. And it was only 10,000 chat for a racket, which is really reasonable since we consider this being the badminton racket for the rest of our lives. We're not intending to be professional sports stars. And then we also got some shuttlecocks for 6,000 chat, which is about $6 Australian. So super reasonable. Sports gear here is very affordable. If you want to pay a lot, you can pay a lot, and go and like source very high quality rackets and things like that from very specific people on like Facebook. But you know, we are just recreational players, so we've just gotten some casual Wilsons that are probably very low grade and from the 90s, but we're fine with that. Anyway, time for activities. Okay, Okay guys, so it's activity time, and today's activity is going to the driving range. So we are here at Yun Long Kantawadi driving range, which is behind the Novotel. We come to the driving range maybe like once a week if we have time, and there's a range of driving ranges that we've been to. This one is definitely higher end. We are in a VIP room today, as you can see, which is really pretty reasonable if you're coming with a group of people, which we are. So we're just waiting for them to come. So it's 35,000 chat for 1 hour of unlimited balls, and you get like free water and you get all this space. I think you have to pay a little bit of maybe 5,000, 10,000 chat for the caddy on top of it, but it's good to come once in a while with a group of friends. The other options that I would suggest is in your lake floating range, which is only 1,000 for entry and then 2,500, 3,000 sorry, for 50 balls, and you can have unlimited time there. And you don't have to have a caddy or pay for it. The third option is, the cheaper option is going to like South Okula Golf Course, where you can just pay about 2,500 chat for 50 balls, and you don't have any entry charge or bay charge, which is a lot cheaper. So you can definitely have fun here for like a lot cheaper of an amount. If you need to borrow clubs, you can rent it. I think it depends on the place, the different fees. If you have a look at the price list here for this place, they let you like hire like a whole bunch of clubs for a certain price, and then they also have like you can come without the VIP room as well. So it depends, and it's up to you. But yeah, that's the cost of doing an activity on a weekend and having a good time. Definitely affordable, and it is doable. Let me give you a tour of the VIP room now. So you've got your own personal toilet, and very nice. Then you come in here, you've got a huge lounge room. This couch is actually very nice, and you've got a TV. And then coming out here, this is the golfing area, so you get free water, and you can play on 2 bays, unlimited balls. So yeah, it's really good for a group place. Obviously wouldn't suggest coming here all the time, like we don't come here all the time, but it's a good every now and then. And if you make use of it, you can probably get a lot of value for money out of the unlimited balls. So gonna go play golf now. So we've got pickles, mac and cheese, and ribs. Tasty. So it's dinner time. We've obviously cooked up a huge feast that will survive the length of this dinner and be lunch tomorrow as well. But super yummy, very indulgent. I'm gonna go enjoy it. Okay guys, so we have finished dinner. And I wanted to go over our costs for dinner. So dinner, the pork ribs were about 20,000 chat, and we bought them 2 weeks ago because they were available at Marketplace, and they looked really nice and they were Spanish. So we saved them and then we made them tonight. The mac and cheese was, the most expensive part was the cheese, which was like about 10,000 maybe-ish for the cheese, but like we didn't use all of it. So I wanted to kind of go over the costs for the day overall. So we'll go through it one by one and what I spent my money on today. So food was the main thing I spent my money on. So breakfast was 1,500 chat for the souffle pancakes. Lunch was 1,500 to 2,000 chat for lunch, so we'll just say 2,000. And that was for that slice of lasagna that I halved with Alex. And then dinner was approximately 15,000 chat for one person. So the cost overall for food was 18,500. So yeah, not bad, which is fine. Like usually we don't spend that much money actually every day on food. As I said, like we always usually cook dinner and like save it for the next day and eat lunch like we did with the lasagna. So that really helps lower your costs. So if you are looking for ways to spend less every day while you live in Yangon, or like know how much it costs, food wise you can get by on a lot with very little, and you can eat well, so don't be too concerned about that. The lower and the higher end, you can definitely spend maybe even just like 6,000 Chat for a whole day if you eat Burmese food, or you cook and you have multiple meals from one dish. And then higher end, you can definitely spend crazy amounts, like $100 more than that, depending on where you eat and what you eat. So groceries for the week, we spent 18,250 for one person for the whole week. That's going to be 4 dinners and lunch, so 8 meals for one person, which is really awesome, and very cost efficient. So I highly recommend doing that if you're looking for ways to save money and like live daily on lower costs. Even saying that, like, even if you're living in like medium and you don't even want to spend, you're just spending a reasonable amount of money, that's completely doable. And like 18,250 is pretty much like a medium spend for us. Okay, and then activities will cost you probably the most, like going off to one-off events, going to like play basketball, going to the movies. That's going to probably be like your most expensive one-off costs. So our golf was 17,000 Chat for one person, which is expensive, and like we don't do that regularly. We would go to a different driving range, cheaper option if we wanted to play golf regularly, which is usually what we do. But it's good for like a social catch-up, and if that's what you want to do. Badminton, there was actually like no cost for us to play badminton like in the location that we played at, because we just played on the street, but the equipment was 10,000 Chat. But once again, it's like a once-off payment, and you won't spend that again. So it's kind of invaluable, I would say. So overall, my cost was 63,750 Chat. Which is on the higher end, and that is quite expensive for like a whole day of spending. $64 Australian, right? But as I said, you got to break it down into like how that translates into like lunch and like other meals, and like badminton racket is 10,000 Chats, which is $10 Australian. That's a once-off payment. So yeah, this is probably like medium kind of expenditure. It really depends on what you do. But that for me is generally how much I spend on a weekend day, if I'm doing all these activities and eating. During the week when I'm working, I probably spend like 5,000 Chat, not even, because I'm staying home all day. I just eat leftovers and then we just eat dinner, and that's it. So working from home has really saved us a lot of costs, and COVID has also saved us costs because we can't go anywhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it gave you a good insight to the cost of living in a day for me, and what, how you can kind of price things and compare it to what you want to spend money on, and how you would like to live if you're looking to move to Yangon, or you're living in Yangon as an expat, or even as a local. Anyway, so thanks so much for watching. Let me know what other sort of costs of living videos you want me to make. I want to make one on apartments, but I need to go and visit apartments, and I can't do that at the moment. So yeah, shoot me any other ideas. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys, see you next time.